how about you take a step back and tell me what's happening?
They're here. They're here. Did you see the wisps? They're here.
Okay, why are
That would have been a much better reveal if I hadn't said that earlier, by the way.
That's okay. You can go back and edit it out.
No. No.
Okay, good.
So I need you to tell me more about the wisps before you try and almost shoot me again.
We need to make sure they're out of here first. Then I'll tell you anything you need to know. And that's about all you have time for.
Oh, no.
Because it's
6 seconds.
gonna be a party?
Well, no, because there's still
Confetti
stuff going
cans.
Because of parties.
It's a wispy party.
So, long story short,
Too late.
it's too late. There's no, like, the ones that are dead are just dead. Anything else that's not dead is gone. Except you can see, like, the dust has settled, but you see that there's a pouch that was dropped over on where your side was, that wagon.
Over on Lily's side?
Yes.
Okay.
Is that you? Yes.
Yes, that's me.
Okay.
Now I'm super, like, scared that I'm calling people the wrong names. Yes, Lily's side. You can see, like, a rough-hewn pouch. It's, like, made from the hide of some animal and, like, woven together, like, stitched with some sort of, like, flaxen, like, thread from reeds or something. And you can see some of the plants from the side of the road have been, like, pulled out from underneath the wheel wells, like, of the wagons and, like, stuffed into the bag. You can also see, like, big footprints in the mud right around where the wagon is. So now that everything's calmed down, Gerald says, "All right, well, it looks like we could have seen much worse losses. I do appreciate your help. What did you want to know?"
I need more information about these wisps.
Oh, sure.
What are they capable of? What
know
have they
about
done in the past?
Wisps anyway?
Why did you not tell us about these before we got here? You just said you didn't understand why things were disappearing.
No, I didn't understand why they were doing what they were doing. I know what's happening. Yes, Rantak?
What's a wisp?
I like that you're raising your hand.
Because I killed one.
So
Cut them clean in half.
let's do. Anybody have knowledge skills?
I have fairy royalty
I have Elven Society.
and just straight knowledge.
Just
I have an axe.
okay. Great.
Just straight knowledge.
You can try a chance die check on this. Just make a knowledge test. I don't think anybody has a specialization that's
CR.
CR of 2.
Oh, sorry.
I have
Okay, Rantak has no successes.
It's a wash, one success on each side.
Okay, so it's a tie. Great.
2 successes.
Okay, Rantak, you've never, like, you just knew that something was coming and you
Yeah.
killed it, and that was great.
He gone.
Nin, you're aware of stories of, like, swamp dwellers that have sort of adapted to living in that environment and sort of hiding among the trees in the swamps. But that's kind of just a vague recollection you have. Even though you grew up on the cusp of this area, those stories just didn't really circulate in your circles. So it's just a thing that you're not really sure about. Lilea, you are now remembering, because you didn't actually see them during the fight, and you hear him say wisp, and you go, "Oh, right. Like that. Of course, that's what those are." You're aware that there is a race of, it's a sentient race of, we've been calling them creatures, but really they're people. They're just like taller, thinner, darker people who live in the swamps, and that's what their thing is. You don't really know much else about them, but you are aware that there is
It's like a race of
an
people.
entire race of people who is not a fairy, a ranger, or an elf.
So, what we're saying is why do these guys come out at night? Like I'm confused because did I chop a nice guy in half? I don't what.
Well, I don't suppose we could call them nice guys. They've been ambushing our caravans for months.
Have they killed anyone?
I don't know. A few caravans have disappeared, but we never saw any of them again. I think it has something to do with these plants on the side of the road, but I can't be sure.
Huh.
Yeah.
So I take a plant that's on the side of the road, like pick it out.
Yeah.
God,
These are the same plants. Actually, I am.
I know.
These are the same plants that are in the pouch that we saw earlier, correct? That,
Yeah.
Lilea saw, right?
Yeah, it's sort
totally
of
told you about.
the leaves are sort of like they're sort of narrow at the point where they attach to the main stalk or stem of the plant.
Okay.
And they kind of flare out to a wider kind of roundish thing.
Okay.
And there's this gradient of sort of a green to a blue at the edges.
Oh,
so they're
pretty.
very
It's
nice looking.
I pick off one of the leaves,
Okay.
smell it. Mm-hmm. Anything?
Smells nice. Smells like a plant.
I lick it.
Oh, don't do that.
That's a terrible idea.
It's sort of planty.
Okay.
And I start chewing.
Okay. So you chew up this plant, and as soon as you start to crush it up in your teeth, and like the meat or the juices of the leaf kind of make their way into your mouth, you immediately become like hyper aware of your surroundings. Like you can kind of see in the dark right now. Like it's like almost daylight for you. You're able to pick up like distinct sounds, whereas before you were hearing general woods at night sound. Now you can hear where that bird is, where that frog is. You can like, if somebody asked you to pinpoint something, you could find it. And you also feel like, you don't know why you feel this way, but you feel like you could like do anything very quickly.
It's the cocaine plant.
You're sort of like, right. You're sort of like, you feel like your muscles are ready to respond very quickly.
I can see everything.
That's so great.
What?
I seriously can see everything.
Right, we can too.
No,
We've got-
like there's that bird there. I almost said frog in the tree. There's that bird.
Oh no.
There's that bird in the tree. You see, it's like 60 feet away. It's right there. I can see it there. I can see it there. That one.
It's just darkness up there, you guys. But
Okay, Gerald.
you're 100% sure that there is a bird right there in the tree.
Well, he's
Gerald, what is
freaking out.
happening right now?
He's freaking out. He
don't-
ate something from the forest floor, and now he's freaking out.
I don't have any
frog
idea.
is really loud and I need to shut up. It's starting to annoy me.
You don't hear a frog.
Oh boy.
Okay.
This is amazing.
You're very aware. Suddenly you're aware that there's another one of these wisps hiding behind a tree about 40 feet away, like watching what's going on. It's kind of crouched, and you can see that it's like
And I
nervously shifting
Full
its
body
weight.
face it, and I point. I go, whoa, hey, you, hey, give me, axe down,
And it, like-
axe down, hands up. See, we're
like,
fine. I'm fine. We're
recoils a
good.
bit.
We're good. Hey, I promise nothing.
You guys have no idea what is going on here.
I think he's having a stroke.
I promise absolutely nothing.
I'm gonna have to heal your brain.
Nope, stop it.
Nope.
We're fine. I swear.
Are we,
and I
though?
don't swear. Knives away. Knives. Hands down. Hands down. Just, I promise, we're okay.
I'm in my armpits, I guess.
You see him put his arms out from around the tree, and you see that they're empty.
Come
and
here.
it like
We're okay.
very tentatively
We're okay.
steps out very quietly. You guys don't see anything until it's about 20 feet away, and then you can see one of these wisps like very carefully approaching. And now that you get a better view, you can see that like it's basically human shaped, but like their faces are a little elongated, almost not like a dog kind of thing, but in that way, like their faces are forward a bit, sort of in that like hunter, like they have features that are reminiscent of hunting animals, And but you can see he's just like wearing like a small like cloth draped across his waist, and he doesn't seem to have anything else on him. And he comes up and he won't come any closer than the wagons. Like
Yeah.
and he just stands there
What were you doing earlier?
and it stops and he like he's looking for the words. We need Zenzik. We need Zenzik.
Zenzik?
And the plant that I just took a bite of, is there like more nearby, like right next to me or
Oh
something?
yeah, they're all
Okay.
along the trail.
Zenzik? I point at it. I lift it up and Zenzik or
Yeah, Zenzik.
Zenzik?
And it points at and it sort of holds his hand out and wait, I shouldn't. But I.
We're okay. Why?
The lovely little dance that's happening.
I like this like weird like. We obviously speak the same language, but we're both like.
We're both tweaking a little. Okay.
I'm super high right now.
What drugs are you on? Because I know what I just ate.
I don't know what I
don't
just
know.
said. You just told me though. It's Zenzik. More.
I could taste colors.
Why do you need Zenzik?
He seems very reluctant to share any information about that. If you would like to try and charm or coerce him into giving you more information,
I could try
that's
to
fine,
charm
but
him.
I'm feeling really good, so I'm actually not in a fighting mood right now. Like I'm
Okay.
really like I'm
Yeah.
amped, but I'm not aggressive amped.
okay.
Charm it up. Oh, you don't have any charm.
No. So I'm going to try still, but just so you know, like this is like it may come out aggressive. It's not meant to be aggressive, but he knows no other way.
Okay.
So just
All right. Well, go ahead and make the check.
so okay.
I'll give you an extra. I'll give you an extra white die as a bonus. So it's technically a chance die, but I'll give you a
Okay.
bonus one anyway.
Okay.
Better yet, don't add the white die. We'll still do it as a chance die, but let's make it CR1 instead of
Okay.
2. Excuse me.
While he's doing this, I'd like to gather up some more of the Zenzik. Like, pick some more.
Okay. There is that like satchel, which is very close to where the other guy
Fill it
was,
up.
where the wisp is standing now. And now you can have a bag full of it.
No, critical failure.
All right, great. Well, you get another fortune point.
Okay.
You punch
But
him.
this was a very low stakes thing,
Yeah.
and it was probably not going to have much of an
Yeah.
effect anyway. But he doesn't. We need it. Please don't destroy it.
This is great.
Oh, are you eating more?
I have one more.
Feel like you're destroying it.
There, do a resist test, please.
Are you
Against a CR of
do you
2?
have a drug problem now?
Fearless. I'm guessing not.
No. This is too late for fearless.
CR2.
It's too late
Yeah,
for fearless.
I can't.
Whoa.
One success.
Okay.
Cumulative.
You can feel that you're probably overdoing it, but you don't. You also like you have a hardy constitution, so your body is able to sort of process it. But like maybe
That
not
was
to
one too much.
not to do
Okay,
that again.
That's
maybe a little too.
see that
soon.
bird like 600 feet away now.
I can see the moon. Yeah, me
so
too.
can
We
I.
all
Danny.
can, but
Okay, that was much, but this is still
That
great.
was much.
that was much. So I would like to slowly approach him with his satchel. Maybe, I don't know if we want to use that as charm. Sort of.
Well, it depends on what outcome you're looking for.
I want to know why they were raiding the caravans.
Gotcha. Okay. Go ahead and roll that then.
Can I have a bonus because I'm giving him his stuff?
You actually have charm as a skill, right?
I do.
Okay, go ahead and add a white die then.
3 successes.
3 successes. That's an epic success.
It's because I'm not high.
That'll do it.
Do you want to?
One of us.
Do you want the extra condition, or do you want a fortune point? So instead of the fortune point, you're opting for the extra.
I'm gonna
condition.
opt for the condition.
Okay. As you approach the wisp, he seems like a lot friendlier now. Now that he sees that you guys are not actively trying to kill him, he reaches out and he takes the satchel. So, thank you. We need this desperately.
Why have you been attacking the caravans?
The caravan, and he sort of like is putting two and two together.
Sort of gesture to the.
Oh, yes,
things.
these. We don't want them coming through here. They destroy Zenzik, and he points down toward the trail, and you can see that the patch of these plants that is where they're clearly growing like through this stretch here, and it's like fully in the trail. So you can see quite a few of these leaves are like smashed and crushed underneath. There are lots of dead ones in the path of the trail itself. And it doesn't seem to grow much deeper into the woods on either side. It just seems to be in this stretch where the trail ruts seem to be. Gerald's back there, like, scratching his head, like, I don't know what to say about this. I didn't know they could talk. It seems like this is a weird night.
This one's high.
Have some Zenzik. You'll feel better.
That one almost shot me with a crossbow.
That was me.
Twang. Oh no.
Whoops.
Do you know of another path through these woods that wouldn't destroy
Who are you asking?
the
Wisp.
the wisp?
The wisp. It clearly, like, this is as far inland as you're not even sure that when you said woods, it didn't really register with him like what you even
What
meant.
it is.
Yeah. I just don't. Not here.
Right.
Okay.
Does this grow anywhere else?
It won't. We've tried, but it won't.
The end. Experience points, everyone.
So when you hand him the satchel, and he's got this satchel rather, you can see that he's like running his fingers over the leaves, and he'll like smell them, but he's very carefully not putting them in his mouth. He's but then he'll
One of us.
he'll very gently put them back in the satchel, and like he takes some other grasses and things and like puts them in and around there, and he's like patting it because it's obviously very valuable to him.
Well, Gerald, you got to find a new route because you're not coming through here ever again.
Whoa.
Well, that's hardly fair, is it? This is where
Don't really care.
trail
This stuff, nope.
Well, what am I supposed to do?
We'll
need
figure
to
it out.
get
Not here.
All right. Well,
You'll
did
take
do
the
that.
long way.
I don't know any other way. I've only been this way.
We're all the way around. Go back. It's fine. I don't care. Just not here.
All right.
This ain't happening.
We have to keep stopping
No one-
Rantak from eating more. Stop that.
Stop it.
He looks around and he's sort of shocked by this turn. And he give me a few minutes to talk it over with the boys.
Yep.
And they go off and they have like a huddle, and you're left with the wisp. You're all kind of standing around.
I am looking at the wisp now.
Yeah.
Do you have a name?
Name.
Rantak,
Me, Tarzan.
Lily,
Oh,
Nin. Names.
Forthin.
Forthen.
I think Rantak was just empathetic.
It's because he's on drugs.
Oh, there it is. That makes sense.
Whatever it takes.
We need to get some of this stuff to take home with us.
That's true. Sneak it in his nachos.
Why do you think I'm trying to be friendly to this guy right now? I'm not joking.
Can I have some of your drugs, please, sir?
And he's
Remember how we killed two of your friends? Forget that. Give us some of the drugs.
he's
Ooh.
looking up at the nearest wagon, and you can see he's sort of eyeing some of the bags and crates and things that are on there. And he says, more, for Morzenzik? And he's gesturing toward this.
What's really hard for me to say no right now?
Yeah, that's what he's doing. Like
That's
you can tell
not
that it's
our.
Ed forgot.
yes.
So what's in the other than like stuff for the forge? Is there like food goods in there? Like what is he pointing at, or is he just pointing at like a wagon? And
You haven't actually looked at what's in the wagons. You just
We are
know that they're
super prepared.
taking
no.
stuff to the forge. So
so you know what I'm going to do then?
what are you going to do then, Rantak?
Uh-oh.
I'm going to go up to the nearest one, to the nearest wagon, the one that he's pointing at, and open the box
Okay,
or box barrel, whatever is there.
sure,
These guys are talking. I'm security. I gotta know what I'm securing.
that's fair.
I like the
Oh, no.
idea that you say that out loud as you're walking.
I'm securing.
I'm securing things. Here I am. Look at me secure
So,
this.
I kind of agree with you. All right, carry on, but I'm not opening it.
yeah. I'm going to stand back here,
I'm
roughly
gonna watch you,
in a 12-foot diameter.
ready to bubble myself.
I'm gonna stand near her with it. No, I would like to. While
yeah.
he's doing that, I'm gonna gather.
Gather more plants.
I would like to try to get a plant with a root
Okay.
so that I can take it back with me.
You have botany?
I was looking for some sort of nature. Do you have any survival? I don't think you do, actually.
I don't. But I have nature magic. I feel like that should translate somehow.
Yeah. I would have
Talk to the trees.
I have a little bit of survival.
I have survival as well.
Well, now that you know what it is, if you wanted to try and use it to sort of trace back, like you probably could use these plants more easily for tree speak now that you're a little more aware of how they connect to the whole like biome of the area.
Right.
I don't know that would translate into I would know how to transport these plants because these guys who live here can't get them to grow other places.
Right, but they live in a swamp.
Sure.
So I don't live in a swamp.
Right?
Maybe I can figure out.
You can use a chance die to try to do it.
Okay.
So you're trying to take up the plant with the roots.
With the root.
Gotcha.
No.
All right. What did you get? A 2 on the white die?
Yeah.
And you got at least 1 hit on the black die.
Sure did.
Okay. When you start pulling at this, it becomes apparent to you immediately that these are very fragile plants. You just kind of strip the leaves off the stem, and you can't get like a good grip on. You don't feel like you could pull up the main like trunk of it without shearing it from the root system. You would have to be a lot more familiar with this type
Dig
of.
it out.
Yeah, it would have to be a process.
Okay.
So
Well, I'm going to
Yes.
talk to Lilea about that while he's looking, like maybe between the two of us with her survival, maybe we can figure out if there's a way that we
Okay.
can get it out.
Yeah, that's fine. Especially now that you are aware of that can probably give you a little bonus when you try it the next time, or when she tries it rather. So you're working that out, Rantak. You there's like a big crate on here. There are several crates, all kind of like butted up against each other, and you open the side of one of the of the crate that's closest to you. Like you can kind of creak it open a little bit, and the opening side is on your side. And weirdly, when you first peek in, you don't see the other wall of the crate. It looks like it goes all the way through, like to the end of the far crate. Because you are on drugs. because your senses are heightened right now, you can actually see in the dark there, and you can see that there's basically a cage in here, and there's nothing in it except you can see down in the corner. There's a small little, like it looks like it's woven out of plants. There's a little like a child's doll that kind of vaguely looks like a wisp, and they're just iron bars, and you can see now that it's very clearly made so that these crates look like crates on the outside, but there's actually a cage inside here.
I rip the crate apart as best I tear
Hulk
that
out, Hulk
I
out.
Hulk out.
You are still under the effects of the Zenzik plant,
Right.
so you get a bonus to that as well.
Okay.
Hercules.
That is.
Empathy.
I can't decide if I want that to be athletics or strike. Strike feels more appropriate, so let's call it that.
Okay. What's the bonus? Is it going to be extra white dice or fewer black dice?
An extra white die.
Okay. And here's what I want to do, just because this is Ed playing a morally upright moment.
Sure,
I want to use.
This is
I want
unprecedented.
to use a fortune die to add a white die to this as well.
Okay. So you're adding it before the roll, so it's
Correct.
only one. It only costs you one to add that die.
Okay. And this is against what CR?
CR is going to be 2.
2. Okay.
That's the subtitle of this season is CR2
CR2.
so far.
Season 2. CR2.
That's 3 successes, Bob.
Who's Bob?
3
He's on
successes.
drugs. He
And if you
doesn't know.
want, I know nothing. Can we say I have a burst?
Oh, I
on
see.
that? Yeah.
So that's an epic success.
Epic success! Yay!
So do you want the effect or do you want the fortune point back?
Can I request what the effect to be?
You can.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Because if I can do this,
We can work together to make something.
if I can
happen.
do this, then I want the point. Then I want the fortune. If not, I'll take the point.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Let's hear what you have to say.
I want to, like I said, Hulk out and rip off like the wood from the cage.
Like as much as you
turn
can
much as I
in one
can.
go.
Bear.
But one of the pieces,
No, hear me
I
out.
want to fling at one of the guys next to Gerald and make it hit him because I want their attention on me right now. This exact moment. Like, they are on me.
Absolutely, you can do that.
Okay.
100%. So your eyes, you hear that song from Kill Bill, and you just like smash the wood from the crate, and like because this is all continuously built, it's very cleverly built, so it looks like separate crates,
Yeah.
but it's all basically one big piece, and you just shear the top of the thing off, and a big board from it just flutters through the air, and it smacks right into the back of one of these drivers. And they turn around and they see you just standing there with fire in your eyes, and they see this bared cage, and Gerald goes, "Uh-oh." Hey everybody, welcome back to episode 3 of the Whispers season of the Gamer Chick RPG show.
You guys, we did it.
We did. We made it through another one.
We did it.
Boy, are my arms tired.
I'm really proud of you all.
I shake you warmly by the hand.
Yeah.
So things have actually been super busy in Gamer Chick land.
Yeah.
That look on your face just now was like, yeah, and you should tell us about it because I don't know what you mean.
Tell me all about it. I'm discovering this at the same time. It's really exciting.
No, this is all stuff that you knew.
Oh.
Work continues on season 4 post-production, of
That's
course.
true.
Turns out that's a lot of really hard work.
Yeah.
But that we knew that, and it was going to be a process, and here we are. We're still making forward movement.
It's happening.
In relation to the Gamer Chick RPG, we've got some pretty exciting news. So if you don't already visit our actual podcast site, you can find us at gamerchick.podbean.com. And we'll be sure to put a link in the notes in case you connect to this via Google Play or Apple Podcasts or Spotify or whatever.
I love links.
I love links too. I like them when they are sausage.
No.
So on our actual show page, we just finally put up the extras and downloads page. So if you're looking at the blog page, all the way on the right, there's like an other stuff section right above the links to the show on other channels. And you can go to extras and downloads, and you will find the
Extras and
and
downloads.
You'll find the beautiful map of the world of Gamer Chick that was illustrated for us by Matt Scopetta.
Yeah. It's real pretty.
It's wonderful. And there's a downloadable copy on there. It's very cool. And you can kind of get a feel for where all these places are that we've been talking about for the past couple seasons.
You can follow along with the adventure.
On the map. Yeah, now that you have a map, you may need to go back and listen to the first season again and the first couple episodes of this season, frankly.
Yeah.
It's the only way.
Yeah. Frank.
In addition to the map, we also have the Pip System Gamer Chick RPG character sheets.
We totally do.
So we have the character sheets as the characters appeared in season 2 for Nin, Rantak, and Lilea.
All of them.
All 3 of them. So they're going to be a little different than they were in season 1. Then the characters appeared in season 1. And there will be some minor changes after this season as well.
Ooh.
Tease.
That's exciting.
Yeah. But in case you are interested in checking those out, those are there. But you can also get your own blank printable copy of the character sheet in case you want to use that for your own games. And you can get a form fillable PDF copy as well. Just download it and edit it in your browser or whatever, and then save it or print it out as a PDF, and you're all good.
It's exciting.
It is. It's very exciting. Now, we do recognize that you won't have all the information you need in order to do that. So we are in the process of putting together a document that has all the information you would need, like all the GamerChick specific stuff for the PIP system, sort of our setting information. And I think the best way for us to share that, in addition to our website, is via our Discord server.
Yes.
We're in the process of setting that up.
Now.
Yeah, it's we're still kind of ironing out the details. So we'll put a link to that up very soon. Just keep an eye out on our social media channels, Facebook, Twitter. As soon as the link is ready to be shared, we'll send the invite link out that way. You guys can join us there and let the games begin, as it were. And we'll be able to share more information about the setting, and you guys can get involved with the show that way. So that's all very exciting. We're happy about that progress.
Yeah.
So you've actually been working on not a GamerChick property this time for NaNoWriMo.
It's true.
National Novel Writing Month. But that does mean that you didn't just listen to the episode with me.
I didn't.
So tell me what you think happened in this episode.
Oh, I think, well, we killed the wisp last time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was at the end of the last one.
So I think now is the time that Rantak took drugs.
That is absolutely the right time.
And that's maybe all I remember.
To be fair, that's the big memorable thing for sure.
Yeah.
And I have to say that I was a little concerned when I was writing this adventure. You know, like I didn't want to sort of
that nobody would eat it.
Well, no, I had no doubt that some idiot would put it in their mouth.
And that it would be Rantak.
But I was a little more concerned about like our social responsibility, you know?
Oh,
like,
sure.
Like we're talking about a pretty psychedelic substance that has a quantifiable like physical improvement that it renders. So, you know,
performance enhancing drugs.
Yeah, it like that kind of leaves a weird taste in your mouth.
I see what you did there. That was clever.
But you just know that we don't generally endorse that sort of thing.
Don't do drugs, kids.
Yeah. Stay clean. Stay weird.
I mean, you can be super weird without drugs.
Yeah, we're living proof of that. Look at me.
He's making the best face ever. It kind of came with a little dance kind of a thing.
Well, that's just because that was the only way to make it work.
Sure.
So you totally nailed that. Like you knew what this episode was. That was good.
I'm fussy on the details.
Yeah.
But
we're getting close to a point that I'm very excited about.
Right.
Yeah, there's a particular sequence in this that I felt very, very good about. But I will say that the moment that happened right at the end of this episode where Rantak reveals the empty cage and with the fake crates and everything, that is, I think, my favorite moment of the season so far, just in terms of like reveals.
It was good.
It was a great moment at the table because you guys were like, oh no.
Yeah.
And it genuinely seemed to surprise you guys. And
It absolutely did.
Well, it should have been.
Did not see that coming.
There were not a lot of blatant hints, but
also, like, we didn't really go into a lot of detail about what you'd be guarding. That never came up. So
Maybe next time, maybe we ask more questions.
Lessons learned, right?
I think we were just all excited to get going, and then Rantak tried to knit. It was very distracting.
Although, as players, you guys do have a track record of just taking jobs without asking questions.
We really do.
I have
A couple specific ones come to mind.
Mhm.
I'm sure they're the same ones you were thinking of.
Yeah, I have some clear memories of some moments that truly will go down in the history of our group as wonderful
You didn't
moments.
check the bags?
Yep, that's the big one.
Yeah.
If you guys want to hear more about that, tweet us.
Yeah, we'll
hashtag
totally tell
GCRPG. We always love telling gaming stories, but this probably isn't the place. Or
Is it exactly the
get to hook up with us on Discord, and we'll put it on there.
We'll chat it up.
We'll make sure to send that link out soon. What else? Anything else from you?
I don't know. I kind of have brain mush.
Great.
So
that's a wrap, huh?
I think I'm done.
Well, then I'd like to say again, special thanks to John Albright and Buddy Getch for our fabulous theme music.
It's so good. I love it.
And on behalf of the rest of the Gamer Chick crew, thanks for listening, and we'll see you guys next time.
Okay, bye.